Welcome my friends to a new kind of video, something I've never done before on this channel. I'm playing a game called the Stanley Parable, or I don't know exactly. I'm gonna do a commentary. That's something new for me, but let's see if I can do it. I really don't know what awaits me. I only played the demo of this game. It was really awesome, so I bought the game for some Team Fortress items like I always do. And here we are, playing the game. I heard from a lot of friends that this game is some of the best games ever made, and well, we'll see. Begin the game again. Something's wrong.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Very
And
interesting.
although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so here we are. I'm not quite sure about it, but I guess this is some kind of a source engine. At least I recognize some of the models, like flowers and stuff. Okay, locked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
This
couldn't
flower.
find a trace of his co-workers.
It's from Half-Life, and I know it from Trouble in Terrorist Town. Those pictures, I already saw them. And then Counter-Strike and similar games. Oh wow, is this a mirror? No, it isn't. Can I go in here? Nope. Nope. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to achieve. I'm as confused as you right now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright. This is interesting. Oh, it was locked.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
And I also excuse for taking all the screenshots. I do a lot of screenshots.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
fuel. Coffee. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of screenshots. I already got about...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poor. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
You mean this one? This one looks more interesting if you ask me. Yeah, this one.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop it. What is this? Oh, for a keycard. Interesting. And what is this? Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. And if I jump down while it's not moving, I will survive. Right? Penalty from Monsieur of cargo lift. Okay. Penalty for jumping off a cargo. Oh yeah. I'm dead and I have to pay $5,000. Yeah. It clearly says I'm only dying when it's moving, and it's obviously not moving, so...
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, okay, yes, that wasn't
All of his
supposed to...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's do the exact same thing again.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, of course it was. Yeah, it's
wow.
Most interesting room
yes.
in the game. I mean,
this room.
Look at this.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meet. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Danger
I
everywhere.
don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
The commentator's mad at me. My god, this is not good. He wants to show me something nice. I don't like that.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, Stanley didn't. Oh, wait, he did. No, he didn't. Oh, did he? I don't know. What to do? What to do? No, he didn't.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
F you.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Are you kidding me?
Walked through the red door.
Lou.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh, I see.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
This is
this what you had wanted?
Clearly.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Oh,
Tell you what,
excuse
let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Nah. Oh, wait, what?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Alright.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Previous playthrough?
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? Ceiling light? What? Oh wait, what is this? The Stanley Parable, what widely aware? Total blah 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 blah. Wait. What the hell? I can see the same images all the time. Mussolini did a rat. This is you, Stanley. No, this isn't. Okay, no. They are not real players, and I'm not playing for 7 hours. And it's not. It's. Just ignore it, Miles. Ignore it. Error. Friend list is empty. What? No, it isn't. Look. Holy shit, man. Let's go through here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Of course not, my friend. Oh, it's loading. Alright. Let's see. What?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Four hours. Alright. 3 hours and 59 minutes left. Oh, damn it, I fall asleep. Oh.
Bastard.
Oh,
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
Swear.
I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
What?
It's over.
No,
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Button.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Minecraft? What the?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
But I can
But
jump.
is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
What the?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I'm afraid to go in there.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
Nope.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along,
Diamonds.
Stanley. We have to go mining.
Mining. Alright, let's play some Minecraft in the Stanley Parable. I mean, why not?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Oh, I'm afraid to go in
This
here.
is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the
Spiders?
diamonds couldn't save this
I like
one.
spiders.
Okay, new game.
Spiders? Ah! Oh god.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
This is Portal, you idiot. And yes, this has to be the Source engine. It simply has to be the Portal engine. Everything else wouldn't make sense. Let's see.
Oh,
It works!
it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Come with me, you little weighted something
Genius.
cube.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's
grill?
plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more
What?
of these games. And I highly doubt you're...
What the? Okay, screenshots. Ooh. Player invalid position. What? Player is in invalid position. Work in progress. Please rate experience. Stanley Parable Alpha Test. What? Oh god, I'm falling. Holy shit, I'm falling. What the Where am I? Oh god, this is scary. I guess I'm not supposed to be in here. Oh god, why did I took the blue door? Why? Wait, what is this? Oh, I took it. This feels like Slender. Oh, what the fuck? Light, light. What is this? Huh? I don't feel comfortable with this. What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. So we are waiting for the end. It's never the end, it's never the end. What? I'm back here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I took the right one. Well, that's alright, let's take the left one, I guess.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressive. Oh, come on. It's gonna take too long. What's this? Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But where... what? Nothing? I mean, it's the broom closet, and there is a broom in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, why not? Oh look, a white window. So many... And this should be... No? I guess not. What? What?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
284. 2845. Where is the keypad? Wait, do you mean this? Oh.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2845, but where is it? Oh.
2845.
I guess you have
Yet
to...
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Interesting. Ah, alright. A button. Let's press a button. Now we are moving. And it's loading. You can't jump, achievement. Oh, yeah,
Descending deeper
Okay.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
If that's so... And I'm gonna follow the
Stanley
right
walked
path.
straight ahead through the large door
Mind
that read
control.
Mind Control Facility.
I want to know what it is. Yeah, of course, it's closed. And God said, there should be light. No, wait. There will be light, there should be light. Und Gott sagte, lass es Licht sein. It's not working! Why isn't it working? Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
amazing. I guess. Where is the bridge? Oh, cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Fired.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Right. What does
This
button
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, I guess.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
No,
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What is this? America.exe?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his
Activate
past
power
began to
cell.
sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, really? I don't think so. What is this? Console disabled. Blah, blah, blah. What about this? Nope. Can't open it. Mind control still offline. Let's press some random button. Nothing happens. Oh, more buttons. Nothing happens. Nope. Right. Here. Nope. Oh, how about this one? 5. 5. Mind controls idle, waiting input. Alright, system power.
And when at last he found the source,
Oh, really? What did I do now? What the hell did I do?
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh, please not.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
Should have pressed
even
on.
as the immense door slowly opened,
pressed.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Beautiful.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay, we are happy now, and that's it, I suppose. Beat the game. Aha. The end is never. Of course, we're back here.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
I don't know, but we did this before. take a different path.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Take
he
the
entered the
left.
door on his left.
Take the left one. Yeah, I've been here before.
Yet there was not a single person here
No,
either.
not a single person
Feeling
in
a
this
wave
room.
of
Wow.
disbelief,
Room
Stanley
closes,
decided to go up
empty,
to his
and
boss's office.
this ain't
Coming
going
to a
down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Nope.
his boss's office.
Downstairs. Oh, it's
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh, yeah.
He might be fired for that.
Of
And in
course.
such a competitive economy, why
Such
had he
a pussy
taken that
sometimes.
risk? All because
Yeah.
he believed
Wait a
everyone
sec.
had vanished.
What?
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a
What
single
the
moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt
I'm
to
getting
have
crazy.
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much
What?
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah, that's
Now
actually a
the voice
very
was
good
describing
question.
itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
Are we
strange.
done yet?
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And
Yes,
while
I'm
he thought it all
thinking
very
that's
odd
right.
and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
It's just
Now,
a
hearing the voice
matrix.
speak these words was quite a shock
Oh
to
god.
Stanley.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping
After
around
all,
right now.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was
I'm
in
not
fact
really
a dream.
commentating
Did the
anymore,
voice
I'm
not
just
see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the
enjoying
voice
this
explain all that?
gorgeous
This voice was a
game.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Wake up.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
No, please, not.
It's all I want.
No.
I want my apartment, and my wife,
Wife?
and my job.
Wait, wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
And
I am okay.
I'm okay. Oh god, this is... Wow. And I'm back at the office. No, I'm not.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
What the hell?
someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What? It actually scared me for a sec there.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh yeah.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this.
Or is it?
And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Bing! And we're back at the office! I guess, yeah, the end is never. Number 427. Here we are again.
When
Wait.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps
I
he
did.
wanted to stop by the employee
Yeah, I
lounge
do.
first,
I
just
do,
to
I do,
admire it.
whatever. I'm still doing it.
The lounge was sublime,
So I
a
do.
work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yup.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yep. Let's see, what do we have done here? Right. So I guess I'm understanding the game now. It's all about
But Stanley
choosing.
didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about
Away.
and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Can't open it anyway.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Ah!
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Really?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Really? Yeah, I can't open them. This one's from Left 4 Dead, I guess. What? We are back.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just...
This is a spoiler!
Oh, am I kidding?
Employee
It's all
number
rubbish now.
601.
The whole story completely
fired.
unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No. What the hell, man? Blah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
2 doors, gonna take her left.
When Stanley...
Right one.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Yeah.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
Always something
Why am I asking you?
changing.
I'm the one who wrote the story.
Like
It was right here just a
the
minute ago.
walkway and
I know for sure that
my
it's here
office.
somewhere. Okay then.
Now we get
It's
some
an
more
adventure.
dogs.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story, he says. Alright. We're gonna find the story now. Wait. Where am I? Oh god. Where am I?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, please not.
Well, I
Just
find it
let me
unlikely that
work.
we'll ever progress
I'm
by
gonna find a
starting
way
over
my
and
own.
over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Oh, fuck's sake.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, yeah, we have been through this. What the hell?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
What? This wasn't here before. Wait, this... Huh? What?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What is going on? This is confusing. This is the most confusing game I've ever played.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you, Mr. Commentator.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution.
Stanley
This time,
Parable
to make sure we don't
Adventure
get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just
Wow.
follow the line. How simple is
This
that?
is also a new way.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
My
Okay. Now, if
English
my
isn't
experience
good
of your
enough for
existence
this
rests
explanation.
inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on.
wait, what?
That got a bit
the
weird back
My
there.
head hurts. Oh
Well, I'd like
god.
to apologize.
My head
Not
hurts.
sure where I was
I
going with
don't
all
want to
that.
go up there.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten
Music.
the mood.
Of course. What? This adventure line is awesome. Oh god, monthly ledgers over imbalance. Oh god. What? Hey.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Zigzag. Oh god.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Yes, we are.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I don't want to. Fine.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after
Bad
everything
Line.
we've been through,
Bad.
you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
No.
Restart.
Oh god. Starting to get annoying.
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
It
We're
played
intelligent
music.
people, right?
I like
Why
the
can't we
music.
make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in... Well, I don't know. How about this direction?
We're already recording for 50 minutes.
Now, yes,
About
this is exciting.
minutes.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
What the hell,
What do you want
man?
our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
What?
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
So I'm doing the story right now. Right?
Oh,
no,
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
I want to do the
Just
story
don't
now.
acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
He's talking all the time. He's ignoring me, and at least you're listening to me. Yes, you guy or woman who's watching the video right now. What is this for Matrix? This is for Matrix.
Ah, a choice.
Just
We
like
get
the
to make a
Matrix.
decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Logic.
Come,
Yeah,
Stanley.
totally
Our
logical.
destiny awaits.
Nope. I can't. What the f-
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Oh,
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
after a long time since.
So now, according to the
What?
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Find a bookstore, get
Well,
bored and
who
leave.
consulted
What?
me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
I guess.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Wait, the game restarts on its own.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What? Oh god, that scared me. What scared me like hell?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Narrator
go to the
forgets
meeting room.
about
Perhaps
previous
he had simply
restart.
missed a memo.
Yes, he did. What the fuck?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to
I
the meeting
know.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting. What's the time?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out.
What? Okay. Let's see. Who is she? 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
4.
All right,
2,
now,
7.
I want you to come in and tell me all about...
Yeah, that is
Gotcha.
she.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Spawn.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
At least she got.
This is a very sad story about the death of
Yeah,
a man
no,
named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press 8 on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
She's
And
native.
every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I'm pressing 8. I press
Look at
9
him there,
and still
pushing
pressing 9.
buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen
My
to him.
head hurts. Press F to watch.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
The
So
boys.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yeah, thank you. Press A to prepare dinner. Saved. Where is my dinner? Nothing's happening. I'm pressing all the buttons. What is going on? Let's just wait. Tick tack, 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 tick tack. Oh, come on. This can't be. Oh, I pressed escape to restart and oh. I told my kids the story. So it's not broken. I mean, I'm telling my kids the story because I pressed the button. Oh my god, I'm falling asleep. It's boring. It's cute to tell your wife you love her. I love you. You white little beautiful statue. Let's make some more babies, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go to the bedroom. Come on. Okay. I guess. No when. Suffering. I'm suffering inside this confusing box of life for sex to be at work in the morning. Wait, but I. Why? Oh. Feed. Wait a sec. I got an idea. I got feed. No, wait. No. Oh, okay. Come on. Please. Let me do something. I want to restart. What now? Oh, F6 save, F7 load. I get it. Right. So, what now? What now? Did the clock just... No, it's still off. Ah, I'm getting crazy. Hey, wait, is the light changing? It's getting lighter in here. Oh, 3 people are starting the same... Alright, I give up. I can't take this anymore. I seriously can't take this anymore. Oh, let's see. We recorded about 1 hour now. Oh. This game is really worth buying. I've been told that it got a lot of endings. I mean, like 100 or so. I don't know. I just can't show every single one of them. I started without knowing what I'm doing in this game, but things started to change very quickly as I made my first decisions, and the game narrator was angry at me, and he let me play strange games, and I was outside, and I destroyed the mind control system, and this game is, I don't know, it's confusing. I know what it's trying to tell me. It's about the casual life of people, and if a decision really changes anything in the life, but my head hurts. My head hurts. Anyway, I really hope you liked it. See you.